So welcome back everybody. It's time that we do an almost year-and-a-half update on my AGM Rattler TS25x384. I'm moving it over to a new firearm today, my critter getter as we'll call it, and I'm going to let you know my experience in the last year-and-a-half with this particular optic. It's been a very popular video on the channel, a lot of comments and questions about it, so let's answer some of those real quick. I'm going to throw it on the new rifle and then I'm going to give you a ton of footage where I have used this recently for a very bad critter problem that we have here on our property. So this particular model is the TS25x384 resolution. They have a 256 and a 384, and I can tell you there's a pretty big difference between the two. I highly recommend that you go on up to the 384. For the price point that this is in, I don't know if there's a better option out there. There may be, but I've looked at a lot of other very popular brands, and I can tell you the customer service seems to be here, the quality seems to be here. So using it almost a year-and-a-half now, zero issues, no malfunctions, no shutdowns, no problems whatsoever. It's just worked. The other thing, let's dive right into that we really need to talk about. This comes with a very good quality machine mount right here. That's important because I take this optic off all the time. It's small, compact. I really like using it for a thermal monocular. Holding your rifle up all night long gets my shoulder out of whack. I just don't really like it. So whenever I want to come out at nighttime and look around in the yard for security risk or a critter or whatever it may be, I like to pop it right off with this single throw lever, and I'll use it like this, and then I'll put it right back on my mount. And I have probably taken this off close to 75 times from my rifle. And at least with up close shooting, I have not noticed any loss of zero. It's always where I need it to be. Now, I'm not doing long range shooting. Results may vary for you, especially based on your mount and your particular firearm. Let's go ahead and address another big issue. I constantly see people complaining about battery life for these. I just do not understand. I've had mine a year-and-a-half now, and I think I'm on my third set of batteries. That's it. I get months out of a set of batteries. Now, if you're gonna go turn on a powerful device like this and go walk around for 4 hours hog hunting or leave it on all night long, yes, you're gonna absolutely destroy your batteries. I have found taking this out multiple times a week, running it for, 3 to 5 minutes, checking the perimeter of the property, looking for security risks, looking for critters. I can get months out of a single set of CR123 batteries. I think battery life's excellent, but if you're gonna be the type of person to not turn your unit off and walk around with it all night long, I don't know if there's any scope that you're gonna buy that's not gonna eat through batteries that way. I've already did an initial review on this, so let's just do the follow-up here, but I'll tell you, it's got multiple reticles in it. It's got different color palettes. White hot and black hot are my two favorite. Personally, I love white hot because it tends to pick up everything and highlight it the best for me. It's got a front focus adjustment and a rear eye diopter adjustment. That's very important. Not all of them come with that. It records pictures, it records video, although no audio. And I will let you know the video that you're going to watch, it is not the quality that you see through the scope. All the compression and putting on the internal memory and taking off and then uploading to the internet, you do lose some quality. I will also let you know the video that you're going to watch in this particular video is going to be mixed and varied. We're in Florida, hot and humid here, one of the worst places for a thermal optic. It does not like hot and humidity. A cool night is where these are really going to be nice and clear. Now, I've got some cool nights that we'll show you in here. I've got some nights to where I wasn't focused in because something was up close and I was focused far away. You're going to see clear stuff. You're going to see not so clear stuff. That's the way it is. But I can tell you overall, my personal experience for the price point that this is in has been fantastic. Zero issues, nothing. There's some other big brands out there with similar scopes, similar resolutions. In this price point, I highly recommend you read the reviews on those because you'll often see customer service is non-existent and there's constant firmware issues, software issues. I personally have not experienced any of that. This thing works just like it says it will. Now, I'm going to put this on a new rifle. I have a major, and I mean a major armadillo problem here in Florida. They're non-native. They dig our pastures up, holes everywhere. It breaks tractor equipment. So you're going to see that's the majority of what I'm using this thermal for right here. You may be hog hunting or doing some other stuff. This has a really quick way, which I've heard complaints about it, not been my experience, but a really quick way to sight in. You can actually shoot on the target and change your X and Y axis in here and move the crosshair over to where the impact is, and you can sight in literally 2 to 3 shots. It can be a bit cumbersome. You can accidentally go in the wrong menu. the wrong reticle menu. You need to go on the one for sighting in and aiming, and you can wind up making adjustments and not see anything downstream. I've got to wonder if that's what some people are doing. So I just got me a Smith & Wesson M&P 22 for all the extra rounds and the backup shots I'd like. You can see I'm running this suppressed with a 100-pound arms stainless steel suppressor that I've had forever. Love it. And this just clamps right on the rail, nice and snug, and I can take that off at any time. Plus, with that quick release, if I ever needed to go to my flip-up iron sights, I can do that easily. Now, even though I'm suppressed, you're going to hear a little bit of a pop because I'm not shooting subsonic ammo. I'm shooting some hollow point mini mags, which seem to work really good for critters at close ranges. I've painted a black dot on my box, and I've allowed it to heat up in the little bit of sun that we have, because you need to see some sort of change in temperature on your target in order for a thermal to work well. All right, so I've got record on. And you should be able to see I'm just aiming toward a large center dot right there. Let's shoot and see where the impact is. And I can very easily see the impact for a second because it heated up the box. Now I can go into the sight-in menu, which does not record, so I can't show you that on video, and literally move the crosshairs down to the impacts. So you want to keep the crosshairs directly on the bullseye where you're aiming, and then with the buttons, move the crosshairs over to the impact for a real quick sight in. There's a lot of scopes that offer that feature. All right, so I just got done sighting this in, and I can say in 3 shots I was about where I needed to be, but I moved the box way further out that I'm shooting at, and the spread became too much, and that's because this optic is mounted so far above a barrel. That's not the fault of the optic or the gun, it's just the way this platform is set up. So I made quite a few more adjustments. I found it very easy to get zeroed, so I'm really confused by a lot of people struggle with that. What I will say is, keep these tips in mind. Shoot, you'll see the impact. Leave your crosshairs on your bullseye, go into reticle, and then go down below reticle where you'll see an X and Y axis and adjustment. You'll use these buttons on top, left and right, up and down arrows. While keeping your gun still on the bullseye, you'll now move your crosshairs over to where the impact was. So the gun really should probably be in a gun vise to do this, at least accurately. Now here is the key. Don't start shooting. Press and hold this center button until you see it says saved. It just saved your reticle adjustment settings there. Now take your shot, and I guarantee you're going to be very close. Then just keep repeating the process. Staying on the bullseye, move your crosshairs to where the next impact is, and in about 3 shots, I can realistically have this thing sighted in. I can tell you, I think this is going to be one unbelievably sweet setup here for all of our critter problems. No, this isn't a hog or coyote gun right here. That's not the issues that I'm dealing with on the property. We've realistically taken over 80 armadillos off of our property since I started counting last year. Just a major nuisance. They're literally digging up our water lines, trying to dig under foundations, digging holes in the pasture. We're breaking tractor equipment, busting wheels. It is just such a nightmare of a problem. This is going to be one sweet little setup right here. Plus, it is so nice having a thermal for security on your place. Nothing hides from thermal. I can see what goes bump in the night, so to speak. All right, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all have been asking about it. I'm going to put a link down in the description. Amazon has a killer price on it right now. It is an affiliate link. I do earn a small commission if you decide to use it, and it's very much appreciated. It gets me motivated to continue to make updates and videos like this. But regardless, you got free information. You're welcome to go buy this anywhere that you see fit. But I absolutely love having this thermal. Now check out all this video content of me doing a little critter hunting.